End of the road as Tinubu considers sacrificing Wike. Work with Fubara. What do you mean by he considers sacrificing Wike? What do you mean by sacrificing Wike? Wahala. Indications have emerged that President Bola Tinubu is facing mounting pressure from some of his closest political allies and long-time associates to review his relationship with the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike. Multiple presidency sources told Signal.ng that the pressure intensified following reports that Wike's regular monthly media briefings was generating public disaffections against the president. Wike was notably absent from Thursday's National Council of State meeting at the presidential villa, which was attended by former Nigerian leaders, governors and ex-chief justices of the Federation. He was represented at the meeting by Hajiya Maria Mahmood, Minister of State for the FCT. A senior aide familiar with the development told Signal.ng that the president's men are worried that Wike's growing notoriety for inflammatory remarks and confrontational style is beginning to damage the image of the government. Wike is doing well in infrastructure development and the president appreciates that. But his frequent outbursts and threats during media briefings have become a liability. They are increasingly being viewed as a source of negative publicity for both him and the president. The official added, Presidential Election Book, Nigerian Literature Books. According to multiple insiders, members of the Lagos APC Elders Council, also known as the Governors Advisory Council (GAC), have urged Tinubu to realign politically with Governor Fubara of Rivers ahead of 2027. The elders reportedly told the president that Wike had become a political garbage and that continuing to associate with him could harm the administration's reputation and electoral standing in the South-South region. One of the elders, an 88-year-old long-time political ally of Tinubu, whom the president often consults for advice, was said to have personally told him during a private meeting in Lagos that it is time to do away with Wike. Can he do away with him now when 2027 is not here yet? The elders, according to sources, advised Tinubu to work with Fubara instead because the Rivers governor has shown calmness, patience and restraint even in the face of provocation. The elders reminded the president that Fubara remained loyal during his suspension and didn't rock the boat, one presidency insider said. They told him that maltreating Fubara and a German could send a wrong message to the riverine people of Rivers and the Niger Delta as a whole. He added, presidency official disclosed that while Femi Gbajabiamila, the president's chief of staff, is opposed to dropping Wike, Tinubu is seriously considering the elders' advice. One of the officials said the president is beginning to see the wisdom in the argument. He has already asked one of the senior officials in the presidency who handles ministerial evaluations to prepare a report on the FCT minister. The source added that there are plans to ease Wike out during the president's third anniversary in office next year, using the growing number of petitions against the minister as justification. There are already several petitions in the president's office, some alleging financial impropriety and abuse of power. The president has ordered a discreet investigation to verify these claims and build a case that could make Wike's resignation appear inevitable, the source said. And you think that if they are doing all of these things, they'll make us know like this in the news. I say, is Wike not going to know? He said, I don't think so, Jare. Afolabi says, chicken home to roast. Amola says, what is bad in doing well of a Wike in FCT? Why the FGN not knowing how to do well past him because they have the power in hand more than Wike? You want him to perform well. That is the reason FGN chose him as FCT minister. Akbeye says, you shifted from Wike is sick. Wike will buy land grabbing in Abuja, land for his son, so house in Florida, and now it is his removal. Keep making the man popular and strong. Who is popular? I beg. Please note Tinubu is a man who rewards loyalty and not betrayal. If Fubara can betray Wike, he will quickly do worse to Tinubu without thinking twice. So who is not a betrayer? Who told you that Wike himself too is not a betrayer? I beg. Samson Odiemi says, forget he remains an unshakable Irego 3 with Tinubu. The tactics can only change. Ride on Wike. Duma says, Fubara will be more loyal than that braggart. Okay? James says, the wishes of Wike's enemies. Adeju Bagbe says, phonies used to lie. Write on what you know. Don't speculate on important issues. Like, even if they are planning this kind of a thing, I don't think they will bring out their secrets like this. They wouldn't tell us that is what they are planning to do. to out him by the 3rd year anniversary. They wouldn't tell us like this. It's not possible. Olatobi says no one is indispensable. We know that this could start the political downfall of Wike. God knows how to capture the pride. Olubenga says, what you sow, you reap 1,000-fold. Everyone is waiting to reap good or bad. Wait to reap what you sow. John Okeke says, this is super story. Believe this, believe anything. I also do not believe it, because I don't think if you are planning for something, you would come outside and release the information like this, or somebody else will have access to that information like this. Sunday Osang says, I can bet with my life no matter what happens. There are certain persons Tinubu's crew can touch in this government. Festus Keyamo, no very bad one, is on Wike. I don't understand. Like, you mean that the president cannot touch these people? Is that what you're saying? Are you sure? Rose Awenle says, I want to call the dog a bad name and hang it. Remember the good old days of Wike's unflinching support? Oh, they there. To me, Adekonye says, Wike, a man that lacks decorum. He really lacks it. Like, he doesn't have one single decorum in his body. Harry's husband says, no wonder Wike's head is becoming smaller the other day I saw him. As it says, I know that a day like this must come. Wike's days are numbered. It's an envelope. It's no longer useful since the letter in it has been read. Victor can say, exactly, I've also been thinking the same here. Heaven wouldn't fall that. Exactly. Now, if they do something to him, if they out him, heaven will not fall now. He's going to learn his lesson the hard way, but I don't think that this information right here is true. But I know that one day, Wike would be disappointed. He will be betrayed the way he to always betray people. Victor Naimeka says, this war film will have too many seasons. No be small. Jonah says, what shall it profit you playing for someone stand for? Even Wike is not in government today. He has achieved in life. What wrong has he done that deserves your bad prayers? He has done a lot of wrong, Baba, Jonah. He has done a lot of wrong. Remember, you are not God. It's only God that has the final say. Please let us be careful the way we talk. We need to be guided. You come and guide us now. Our Wi-Fi says Wike is well known as a perpetual drunkard. And how do you expect him to talk? Kenneth says, nothing, I mean nothing lasts forever. As they sweet us, it dey pain them. Matthew Oboye says there is time for everything. Wike should ask the ex-Cameroonian president, power doesn't last forever. That is what they always fail to remember. Like, you can't be here forever. Power is transient. You can't be the only person there. They are trying to be the only person there, but it can't work. It can't happen like that. It can't happen like that. Adetogu says, if Tinubu likes, he should work with Aki and Papa 2027. Nothing for him. Even if he carries Fubara on his head, nothing for him. Okay, now, my listeners, don't forget to like, to share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.